about that fucking noise. Honestly, I want to get out tonight. Couple of gin and tonics. Hello, darling. All right. No, lovely. Wonderful. Put the blister packets away because Linda, my darling, will have a go at me. Now, I wanted to do an early one. Nice. I thought, lovely Friday Arvo for my UK brethren. Listen to it. She's been wailing at the top of her voice, every song in the same key. Oh, I know where I can sing. And it's just been a disaster for me. I don't want I'm not going to let it affect me, actual damage. But it's been like 3 hours. 3 hours. She done John Lennon's Imagine, which is a disgusting song lyrically, but beautiful song melodically. And but why are you wailing it like a witch? And I'll tell you what, there's a weird thing in Cambodia at the moment where there's loads of bloody foreigners. There's loads of. When I first moved here, I used to live upstairs, didn't I? There was no tarmac on the roads around here. There was no other English people. Now it's like I'm living in fucking Shoreditch. It's become all trendy, like, oh, yeah, BKK, here we go. And she was doing Imagine. She was just going, she's still doing it, just wailing. And in between each track, she says, yeah, don't forget, you can find us on Facebook. You know, they're trying to, this is like, I think this is in the 80s, you were big in Japan. That's how you made your money. If you had a one-hit wonder in England, you fucked off to Japan because they loved English pop music. And if you had one hit, you could do well in Japan. I think there might be a new Vartintation, Startervarsion. I think that might be the new thing to get big in Cambodia. They keep talking about their fucking Facebook group. She's going to do it now. You watch. Don't forget. Please let that be the last one. No one asks for an encore. It's always awkward. Yeah, the feeling that it's over because they're trying to eat. It's a lovely little quiet restaurant. Why do these people always get these bands in? You know, maybe a little jazz guitar and a little vocal, but not this wailing. There's a bloke on fucking congas. It's like, shut up. I've got a funny feeling that ain't over because if it was over, she'd be. Here we go. Same again. Oh, God. What a great song to murder. Can't take my eyes off of you. I'll tell you what I've been singing. I've got the little magic book here. I will put 25 points in, whoever can name this song. And there'll be a bonus 50 points in the Scrubs Book of Pointage. Not only if you can name the song, but if you can tell me who it's about. Barclay's not allowed if he's in here. Don't worry, I only need to play one chord. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. Go on, there's points to be had. And what do points make? Nothing. Let's say some hellos before the riffraff turn up. The boy Craze on the firm. Hello, Tim. Settled nicely, I take it. I certainly hope so. Where's me Anglo? Boom! Have a gin and tonic on me. For 10 bob, for 10 English, I'll buy the barman one. I'll get 2 and I'll get a bit of change. So that's that's my night out sorted. Nice one, Anglo. And I spent a bit of money today. I'll tell you why. And I'll tell you what. Thank you, Anglo. Appreciate it, mate. I'll tell you what. Doing something for someone else is just the best feeling. It's taken me years. I mean, I have learned it like years ago, but I went to see my ex-girlfriend yesterday to try and make babies. And she doesn't sleep in a bed. She sleeps on the floor. I was like, why are you sleeping on the floor? And then I worked it out because although I'm giving her a little bung every month because I want to, and I don't want her to work in a bar, so, you know, she can earn good money in a bar, but that's not very nice for her. And she said she doesn't want to. I just thought she can't afford it. And so today I was fucking knackered. I was up till 6 writing a novel after working all day, so that today I could take it easy a bit, so I could do this bit of job. And I got my mate who drives a tuk-tuk, and I went down to the bed shop, and I went in 3 and 4 different shops. I said, right, he said he'll do that memory foam one for 180, and he was like, all right, I'll do 175. And I went back to the other bloke. He said, I can't go 175. I said, all right, what about 180? But you chuck in pillowcases, a bed sheet, just playing them off, all of them. And in the end, I got quite a good deal. Strapped this fucking California-sized mattress on top of the tuk-tuk. We would do it. Because over here, you get like a family of 5. There's a Vart on the Vart on the Vart on the Vart. You'll get a family of 5 on a scooter. Seriously, that's not odd to see. Anyone who's been out here, there's a Vart, there's a Vart, there's a Vart. Very kind. The early Vartations fill me with much motivation and love. I'm going to say it. Let me just get some agua because I can already feel the nodules. Can you be quiet out there? I will have a little look and see if anyone named that tune. Let's take the boat out, wait until darkness comes. I reckon Tim will know, to be honest with ye. I'll tell you what we ain't seen for a long time, Lil Bullet. I might have to ping him an email, actually. Let me do that now so I don't forget. He ain't been here a long time, has he? Hang on, let me just do it so I don't forget. That's a bit difficult. Let's take the boat out, waiting for darkness comes. There he is, there's my boy. Let's just get his email. I always wonder when these people disappear like Rapido File, whether I've said something that they took in the wrong way and thought, nah, I ain't putting up with that. You okay? Hello, mate. I was just streaming and realised we haven't seen you in donkeys. You okay? There you go. Job's a good one. Bosh. Anyway, so we're zooming back. So then she didn't even know I was buying it for her. So I've turned up at her work. She can see the massive mattress on. I didn't buy the bit for the bottom. I'll tell you why. There's a second-hand store over there where you can get those lovely old-fashioned wooden ones. Not like chipboard or an MDF or anything, but like nice old wooden bed frames. Probably for about 60 quid. So I said to her, look. So I turned up at her work and she was like, and I just said, give us your key. And then me and the tuk-tuk driver, and he is my regular driver. What you do in a place like this, you have a regular. And it changes everything. It really does, because he's been my regular for 5 years. Now, I will occasionally get a pass app because they're cheaper, but you can't get a mattress on top of a pass app. They're like little pods, really. And me and him, we had to take it up 3 flights of stairs. And I am not joking. The stairs are about that wide. You know, they cram as many houses into these little sort of, I don't know what you'd call them, architectural nightmare. And we got it up the stairs, took it in her room. And I got pillows, pillowcases, bed sheet, mattress topper, which I've never had before. She's doing better than me now. And, and it felt good. It felt good to get home and think, and when she rang me up after work, she was just in tears. I was like, yeah. That's a fair 3 hours. Look at the difference that's made to her life. Sleeping on the floor. Ridiculous. Emma G, out on the boat. John Francis, how are you, mate? What, Tyler? Hello, son. Tito. The boy Cray. Marzipan, it ain't. Sylvan, no, unless it's a cover. Tricky Woo. Daffyd, hello, mate. You in and out? A bit of in out. Hello, Liam. Denise Maniz. Remember, the thing is, Ian, every time I'm doing bench presses with the dumbbells, I can't get it out of my head. I'm going up, down. No, it's the other way, isn't it? Down, up, squeeze. But here's the weird thing: you're not meant to. He's got it wrong. How weird that the original Bally G has got it wrong. Because if you squeeze, you roll your shoulders forward, and then your shoulders, I'll show you. So if you're here and you go down, up, and then if you squeeze your chest together to try and engage these muscles, which are the ones you're trying to grow when you're bench pressing, what actually happens is you roll your shoulders forward like I have there, and so your shoulders are taking most of the weight. You're meant to keep your shoulders back when you're doing it. So up, down, squeeze is bad advice. Unless he was trying to do something else. I don't know. It isn't something. It is a little bit medieval. With the A minor, that's part of that Phrygian mode, isn't it? So I could see why you'd say that. Has anyone got it? Go on, the goons. Oi, have you seen the other signing, the Barcelona signing we got? I'm so made up for this season. So made up for it. Hello, Andrew. Good to see thee. Yeah, Glenn scored points there. Let's put them in the book. Now, no one yet would have appeared. Here we go. I'm going to put you, Glenn Goon. What did I say? 10. How many points did I say? John Francis says cock push-ups. RP is on the firm. Let's take the boat out by the Popeyes. Oh, by the Popeyes. No, it's a good call, though. Hello, Grego. Did they really? I bet that's totally embarrassing. I couldn't suffer it. I can't stand them. Where else we going here? Can anyone remember what points I said? What's the name? Vartington. I can only afford. No. $4.99. That's a large one. Nice one. What's the name? A Prasha Kanatu to that. Very kind of you. Now, Chrissy. Now, you might have noticed on today's thumbnail. Let's have a look. It is the lovely Ms. Picard. It was very orange. It was orange hair. It was orange akimbo. But there we go. There she is. Now, I had to put a massive Mandom logo in it, though, because people don't stick to the rules. And Mrs. Picard knows that she can break the rules. Chrissy, I'll come back to that one. There you go. There you go. The lovely Ms. Picard. There you go. Why does it do that now? I think it's something to do with things I don't know anything about. But yeah, that's why I had to drop that Mandom in there. Cleavage, massive cleavage. Sorry. Lovely. Nice one, Ms. Picard. But Chrissy has also sent in one, and she's full on got the smile on. I'm healing nicely. Scrub smiling lifeboat. And sent to me. So I'll drop that on a thumbnail. Lovely, Chrissy. I want to say huge thanks to you, Chris, and Scrubs for your love and support. Well, that's the mail I'm just talking about. So we came together enough to get your teeth done. I mean, I doubt we have paid for all of it, but we certainly got a few quid in there, didn't we? Amazing, and lovely. Horrible not to be able to smile. I remember a girl at one of my colleges, she had braces. Like, they're all the rage now. All the girls out here just want them. My ex went to the dentist, said, can I have braces? And they went, no. And she went, yeah, but I want them. And they went, yeah, but you can't have them. You don't need them. They'll damage your teeth and cause you loads of problems. She went, I don't mind. It's just weird. But this girl I knew, she'd laugh. She'd be like that. And she'd go... And I remember one day saying to her, why aren't you opening your mouth? That sounds awful. I must admit, that doesn't sound so good. But no, thank you, Chrissy, and well done. And I'm glad that all worked out well for you. Excellent work. Thanks for the Vartakashan as well. Always good. Hello, Charlie. No vans. No vans. No vans. I haven't got a Danny Rags. Hello, Rags. No vans. Tell me more, Rags, and fill me in. Hello, Jays over there, the Twitch miniature. Marzipan. Lovely. Lovely. We've got some lovely people in today. I know it's a bit early, but I want an actual night out. Can I have some time to myself? I'm absolutely smashing through my novel. Hello, Azdak. Afternoon Dangers, afternoon chat. There you go. And it is an afternoon chat, isn't it? It's like, yeah, all of them in there. You coming on, Walshy? It is a call-in show. Let me just get some more LOs in. John. Hello, John. Hello, Colonel. Nice to see you. Did I say hello to you, Tyler? I think I did. Hello, L to the C. Nice to see you, as ever. RMF is on the firm. Good to see you, mate. Marzipan says, good job you're a meathead now. It hasn't happened that badly. It's just a nice bit of definition, isn't it? Fucking hell, look at that. Look at that. Fucking boom. Nice bit of strength. I'll tell you what, though, getting that mattress up those 3 flights of stairs early was hard enough. Take me back 4 months, I'd have had to have paid some street kids to lift that thing up. Oh, can you shut up, please? It's like 10 o'clock. Can you hear it? I mean, I like music. I like live music, but not 4 hours of the same song at different speeds. It's just not on. It's just not acceptable. Anyway, where are we? Hello, Matt. How are you, son? Hello, Chris and Scrubs. Busy packing for a long weekend with the family. Mother's birthday. Be good this weekend. Will you? No sneaking outside for us. Sneaky bifter, unless of course you want to sneak outside for a sneaky bifter. And there you go. Right, I'm still trying to work out what Rags is talking about. No vans. No vans. Vans. Just awful sounding voice. Maybe I just don't like it. You know, that's fair enough, isn't it? Mate, they seem to be enjoying it. There you go. Give it the old in out. Well, the thing is, in the movie Clockwork Orange, in the movie, for obvious reasons, those 2 birds Alex takes home are about 20, aren't they? In the novel, no. No. It's the novel is a far more intense and hard read. I'll tell you what I've been reading, Their 4 Hearts. Does anyone know it? Has anyone read Their 4 Hearts? It's, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Vladimir Sorokin. He wrote it in the last year when the Soviet Empire, the last year of it, when Gorbachev brought in perestroika and glasnost. And it's weird. It starts off, Will Self give it to me. He said, I think you'll like this. And it starts off one of those fucking... Oh. Let that be it. Oh, she can't stop. See, this is a terrible... I know I'm one to talk, but this is that's a real case of loving the sound of her own voice. You would never put that... You'd never record that. Oh, you're on Facebook? Please, no encore. Please. No one wants it. Silence. No one came out to support you. They came out to eat. You ruined their night. No, I want to hear the sound of jacks coming out. You know. Yeah, look, no, none. She's waiting again. Just absolute silence. Thank you, Buddha. Nice one, Bud. Peace. No vans, Bud. What the frick was I talking about? Oh, yeah. this Sorokin piece. And so I thought at the start of reading it, it was one of those, those sort of Russian bread and war. There's so many Russian bread and war stories. And it started talking about bread and war. And I was like, oh, and I thought, well, Will said he thinks I'd love it. So I've got to, I should really give it a go. Wow, did that get weird very quickly? Suddenly they chopped some bloke's glands off, right? And they said it as well. They went and killed his mum and dad and chopped off his glands, and then she said, put it in your mouth and suck it, to one of her friends who did. And then she was going, no, not like that, properly. And she went, give it here. So he spat the glands out and she put it in her mouth and she was sucking it. They just kept sucking it all day. Like just this. And he kept saying glands. And every time I said it, I was going, glands. And I'll tell you what's interesting about it. It reminded me of how much I despise communism, because what you've essentially got is the Glenn, I'm going to give you 15 points because I can't remember what it was. Just how much I despise communism and what it done to people. They're on this mission, and very interesting story. If you're into sort of post-Soviet bread and war stories with a bit of glands chewing, it's really weird. It's really weird. Vladimir Sorokin, but I think one of Will's mates translated the English version. That's why he asked me to read it. Well, I think he thought I'd like it, but I do like it. But as I said to him, I haven't finished it because of the old migraines. And if I'm going to spend a long time looking at the screen, I'll be writing rather than reading. But there you go, the quandaries of life. Right, I'm not going to be gibbering for much longer. I've already been sparken Chusenaten. I'll open up the door to, it looks lovely, doesn't it, Tito? Absolutely lovely. How's it going, Emma G, on the boat? It is Mersey Street. What's it about, Andrew? No Googling. And I know when someone's Googled, you can't pull the digital wool over mine eyes. It's not my look. I must. I'll be wearing braces tonight. Tonight it'll be braces, shirt, moleskin trousers, shoes. Yeah. Couple of pre-rolled jazz cigarettes in the back pocket. And then I'm so old and desperate, I'll have one gin and they'll do me half a pint of gin, and I'll have 2 tokes and I'll just shut my eyes and sit there in the new seat he's got for me. You lucky bastards might. If I'm so stupid, I'll come home and do a hello, Ralphie. I might come home and do a drunk stream, which is always ridiculous. Chrissy is suggesting that our man Rags meant vase. What, you didn't hear him? I heard him. Marzipan's got to go and get his script. You've left that a bit late, son. Oh, a van to transport the mattress. Yeah, but no, because that would cost a fortune, whereas the tuk-tuk is like £3. No, he just tied it to the top of his tuk-tuk. I'll tell you what, it was a real concern as well. There you go. Now I know what he meant. He didn't mean vase. Hello, Arklow. Hello, Saint Roviers. Roivers. Yeah, oh yeah, still at it. Still smashing away. I knew Arklow would be here. Dangerfield, having a Genesis discussion here, lad. What, with Barclay? Me and Barks have been discussing. Well, that was a bit Sean Connery. Me and Barclay have been discussing Genesis. For me, it's Nursery Crime, Foxtrot, and From Genesis to Revelation, the first one before they had a name. After that, it gets a little bit Collins heavy for me. HD is on the firm. Just Shauna, Chief Mattress Carrier. Right, let's open the doors. Hello, Vincent. Good to see you, mate. Oh, Vincent sent me something I can show you. It's quite funny, actually. Let's have a look at that while I've got it open. Oh, no, it was Willow that sent me it. Hang on, people. Dreaming of Mercy Street, where you're inside out. Oh, it's such a beautiful song. I play it when I'm withdrawing and I cry, and my girlfriends say, "Why do you play that song? It makes you cry," especially when it goes, "In your daddy's arms again, dreaming of Mercy Street." And I say, because I like the feelings. And without the feelings, you ain't going to get through withdrawal. That's the only good bit about it, coming back to life. Right, here we go. Hello, Quadders. Where the fuck have you been? Oh, look. Oh, that's a shame. And he's apologised. I hadn't read it. Yeah, no worries. As long as you're all right. I know you're in a bit of a tough situation at the moment. ST3 reckons it's tomcats arguing, which is better than two cats banging, because that is L and R for scream. Tarzan in the background calling out for Jane. Right, have a look at this. Right, so looks like a bit of a millennial vart. No vans. Arklow's dropped a 5 spot in. I think that's Arklow anyway. Let's check it. St George's, Sue. Hello, love. Open the door. Thankfully, it's finished. Jared. Hello, Jared. Good to see you, mate. Anyone I haven't said hello to, I will get to you at some point. Hello, what, Tyler? Manny Moo. He wants to know. Look, good call, Manny Moo. Right. Flammer Diddler's on the firm. Good to see you, mate. Right, so it looks like some kind of millennials. Oh no, Trump's been on absolute amazing form recently. I've seen him a couple of other YouTube channels showing him saying some hilarious things. He don't give a shit. I think. Oh, have you checked out this Bannon lark? Bannon might be going to prison for the insurrection that A, didn't happen, and B, he had nothing to do with that did. Why does it flash like that? Because there's nothing flashing in here. I think I know what I've got to do. I've got to stop that, because I mean it's the most amateur looking stream in the world. But I think I can actually do something about that. Fingers press the control. Let's go. Can you still see me if I just closed everything down? Oh, bollocks. Am I talking to myself? I think I am. Imagine how weird this will be if I am. Oh, no, I'm here. We're good. Why is there 17 pages open? Not that I could read them that fast. Right, hang on, people. I reckon I need to do this. Follow my face. No. Auto focus. No. Maybe it's follow my face. Does that actually work? No. Nice one. Follow my face for the. I think there's something like. Where's the white balance? Steady. Hi. How's it going? All right. Good. Bye. Yeah, that's about right, though. We can probably get a bit closer, a bit more intimate. Advanced settings. Oh, here we go. Right, what do I not want? What's that? That's on auto. Right, let's fuck that up. White balance is on auto. Right, I've turned that off. I reckon it will stop flashing now. Flasher! If it doesn't, then... Okay, hang on. Would you like to save your changes? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. You watch it flash immediately now. I reckon that's going to stop doing that. I reckon it was the auto white balance. We could do some of them in Western Europe. Know what I mean? All right, so you've got this little millennial party. I reckon they've put the bucket bongs to one side to get the cameras out. Someone's got a couple of pairs of 10-ounce boxing gloves. Some geezer said to his missus, "Come on, love, come on, let's have let's do a little bit of sparring." And of course, because he's a millennial, he thought they'd take it a bit too far. But did life bite him in the bum. Here we go.
Hit him!
Okay, so it's like, do I stop?
Hit him!
Okay, so it's like, do I stop?
Absolutely lamped him. I reckon that the how do I get that off my screen? Years of her hatred for him being a 100% soy boy. She thought, now's my chance. While I've got the gloves on, bang, and he just went. He fell down he folded like a cheap whore. Imagine. Willow said, what did Willow say? He'll never live that down. No, he won't. That's had 3.7 million views. Nearly 4 million people on the internet watched that Mrs. knock her boyfriend out. Oh, the glands that sticks out the end of your foreskin. Foreskin? Yeah, they bite it off. Barkley says sucking balls reminded me of, yeah, that's the quality of content you get around here, Barkles. Right, Anglo donated, and I still haven't dealt with that one. Hang on a minute. Hello, Bontoff. Good to see you. Dangerfield, is Apatar dead? Fuck knows what that even means. Bread, war, and glands is quite the specific genre. Yes. Yes. It's bread and war. You know what I mean by bread and war, though, don't you? Those Soviet bread and war novels. I mean, I'm going to say this now, and everyone's going to go like, call yourself a writer. But even Dostoevsky, I can't stand it. It's bread and war. Tolstoy, I've read it, but I hated it. Didn't read it all. It's just not my cup of tea. It's just bread and war. So I thought it was going to be more bread and war, but when they chopped off his glands and just started sucking it, but they didn't make a big deal out of it. It was just like, no, obviously you suck the glands, and it's just, you know, it's about communism. You know, it's the actual degeneracy of communism. You know, because they sent them people mad. The whole Soviet Union was insane. Why wouldn't it be? You know, look at the little bit of communism we have to suffer. The woke agenda. Imagine a whole union living like that. Everyone's mental. They're mental. And that's what's the interesting thing about that. It's called Their Four Hearts, Vladimir Sorokin. And you know, and then there's this bit when, you know, everyone else is starving, and yet they're like drinking champagne, and they make the fucking waitress fuck the waiter, and you're just thinking, you pieces of shit. Really weird, but you know, there you go. What's name thinks you deserve a drunk stream, in my opinion. That's such a Google, Andrew. That's such. Don't pretend you. That's I know. You've tried to make it. I don't know, from some Sexton play. That I'm not buying that at all, Andrew. I'm not buying it at all. You're right. Hello, Max. Arklow. Chris, I'm honestly curious. Was Posey Parker receptive to our raid on her stream the other night? She seems a little bit dour. You get an invite? Well, have a look at this. I've got something for you. Nice one for the 5-bit, Arklow. I'll show you something. Anglo, open your ears because you'll enjoy this as well. Let me just you keep your chops down, and then I'll tell you the full story, Mr. Arklow. It's never Andrew's never happening. It's Arklow. Have a look at this. Anglo, keep your ears out, and Arklow, keep yours out. So this happened a little bit later when we finished the raid.
Anglo-Saxon £5 says get Dangerfield on. Oh, I love Dangerfield.
There you go. Now, here's what happened. Me and Parker, I'll never call her real name. Posy Parker's a great name. We used to get on like an house on fire, and you know, she said, "Oh, I'll send you a free T-shirt," and I said, "Come on my channel. I'd love to interview you." What Varta? Who's got the Varta batteries from 1978? Here's what happened. So she was on this morning, and they cunted her off. Excuse the C-bomb if you got kids. Don't say that word. And I ripped it to pieces and made it hilarious. And she, on her channel, she said, Dangerfield has made the funniest ever takedown of any of my TV appearances. And, you know, and she put that out to her followers. But she had about 3,000 subscribers. And then she started asking me advice on how to build a channel, how to build a community and all this. And I said, "Oh, why don't you come on my channel for a chat?" And she said, "Yeah, all right." Came on. Now, I screwed up the visual. I tried to use a bit of free Skype software where you could record both sides and the visuals all flickery. You can hear it and it was a good chat. But now she's got like 60,000 subscribers. She said to me that she'd have me on her channel. Every time I write to her, she says, yeah, I'll get you on. But she won't. And here's why. Because for all the good she does, and she like Sargon, like everyone who's not a leftist, everyone's got a role to play. You know, everyone's got a part to play. But you'll frequently hear Posy Parker saying, or Kellyanne Jean or whatever it is, saying, why are they doing this? But she won't actually ask the question. She'll say it like she's asking it, but she will never ask the question. And she basically doesn't want to go there. She doesn't want to get into the whole why are they destroying nations of European descent? She doesn't want to go there. And the last time I spoke to her, I said, you know, you're dragging this out a bit now. Why don't you just say you don't want me on your channel? And she said, no. She said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a series of people who are a bit more out there, and I'll sneak you into that. She won't have me on, because she knows that when I get on there, I'll start talking about, you know, nationalism, globalism, multiculturalism, failures of all of the above, including nationalism, because it is failing when globalism's winning. But I just wanted you to understand why I said that rather than misconstruing it. But she doesn't want to hear all that stuff. She thinks that's racist. And she said that to me. She outright said that. She said, you know, I wrote to her and said, I'm not racist. I've got no hate for any groups. And I haven't. I'm sorry if you don't like that, but I haven't got the energy for hating anyone. I'd rather spread some love to people I care about than hate to people I don't, you know. But she won't risk it now, and that's just the way it is. You know, she'll say little nice bits and bobs like that occasionally, but I'll write to her later tonight and I'll tell you what she writes back with, if she even writes back. I might even just say to her, look, you've been saying you're going to have me on for years and you haven't. Am I coming on your channel? And I want an answer, because this will let me know whether we've got a friendship or a relationship or anything. And if you're not going to have me on, can you tell me why? And it's really sad, because she's right there. She's right there. You know, it's all very well talking about, oh, men won't be invading women's spaces. Well, men's spaces have been invaded by women, but she doesn't mention that. But that doesn't bother me. She can have her own area. That's fine. But she doesn't ask why. She asks it, but she won't go there. Why are they doing this? Why is woke a thing? Why are they destroying the family? Well, they're not actually. They're destroying certain people's families. Why are they destroying communities? Well, I don't see the Islamic communities being destroyed. They seem to be getting stronger and stronger. And the Jewish ones, weirdly enough, would appear to just be Western Christian Europe and their descendants. And she won't go there. She will not go there. Right, I've been talking for far too long because I want to get out of it. Hello, Jessica. Nice to see thee. I think I've missed a donation. Let me just check over on Entropy. It was the boy Walsh of all people. Chris, is it true that you once shagged Hermaphroditus, son of gods, so afraid of their love? Yeah. Yeah, I think you spelled hermaphrodite. Do you mean hermaphrodite? Who the fuck do you mean? I don't. Is that a typo? Have you got dyslexia? You coming on, Barks, or your handlers don't let you as well? Right, here we go. Let's get it out there. Right, I'm going to open the floor up to Barclay first. Hello, Matthew. Good to see you. No, I know, Glenn. I heard about it I've been listening to Arsenal podcasts when I'm training, and so I'm well down the pale. Arse blog, then Arsenal TV, and then by the end of the week it's like just one bloke with 2 followers, him and me. But I've heard that a few times. Arseblog's story about it's quite sad though. He was there when they won the FA Cup, when they were 2-0 up, and in the 88th minute, Man U scored 2 goals. And then Arsenal scored another one. Lovely. Right, here we go. Hello, Grego. There's a touch of it there, without a doubt. Good call, Grego. But it's a bit of a shame that she won't come on. Hello, Pelosi's portfolios. No, I don't hate jihadis. I just, they don't concern me. They're going to do what they do regardless of... I don't want to waste any energy on them. Hello, Otto. Right, here you go. Well, the thing is, Rags, exactly, but we're not allowed to, are we? We're not allowed. It's banned for us. We'd like to have it, but everyone else is encouraged to have in-group preference, and we're not allowed. This is absurd. Right. That says it all. Trigonometry gave Posey a shout out on Rogan as their most controversial guest. Good Lord, I can't imagine how dull them two on Rogan would be. I bet it's shocking. Grego, what's it like? Hang on, Barkley. You know it works around there.
I'm a bit close to the screen. Hold on.
Why have you gone back to that ridiculous haircut?
It's just because I'm only waxing it today, that's why.
It was looking so good and fash, and now it's just you've just gone back to I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar.
Did you mention yesterday on stream? So I'm having a flock of seagulls haircut.
Like I get to attack you repeatedly for the first 5 minutes. Have you got some teenage spots on the go there?
Probably, yeah. It's acne from the steroids I take. I think that's what it is. Joking. Stackney. Yeah.
Oh, I used to, in the gyms in Soho, there's you find 2 mil needle, 3 mil needles under all the benches, and the blokes that come in for out the steam room, they've got all like acne around their backs, and you're like, oh, that's all right. It's all right if you want to jab a bit of that, though. I'm always up for it. You can get that stuff out here for like $6. Right now, I have adequately. Why don't you sit up a bit, because you look like you're tiny.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's because I pissed about my
webcam
settings. No, I messed about my webcam settings, but it said zoom in. It looked nice on StreamYard, but then StreamYard's just gone fucked it all up basically and changed my settings as soon as I launched it. There we go. Is that too far out? You might be able to see my messy bedroom, so I want to be careful. Then...
You've got things to consider here, haven't you? There's a lot going on in your head for a stream.
There is, yeah. I've taken this seriously. This is a Dangerfield stream. This is no joke. Actually, I could just...
To quote David... Shut up. To quote David Thulis from Naked, what's it like in your head? A bit hectic?
Yeah, a little bit at the moment, yeah. Also, before we move on, this can't escape my mind. It's important stuff.
You are moving on. Why is it a bit hectic at the moment in your head?
Because I'm very busy. Well, you know, I just turned 18. You know the turning 18 circumstance. So I got about 1 billion a billion different things to manage as well. You know, I lost my keys, I lost my phone, had to get a new phone, replace my SIM card, update my mobile banking, open a credit card, all these different things.
Yeah,
worry about
you
bills now, living on my own.
Get a few credit cards. Don't get a debit card. Get credit cards because you need to build up your credit rating. Debit cards don't do anything.
Yeah, no, I tried to apply today, but they declined to. I'm not too sure why, but you know, I had to contact Experian, I guess. I mean, I should have a blank credit score, so I'm not sure why it's pissing me about.
Listen. Ignore Experian. Get Clear Score. Right?
Yeah.
It's totally free. They're run by Equifax, and they will what's the word? They'll tell you the credit cards that you can have, you know, that you're already able to have. Get 3 or 4 of them, use them, make sure you pay them off, and just build up your credit score. Because if you don't borrow money, I know you haven't got to borrow money, but if you don't borrow money, you're not going to have a credit score. You won't be able to get real estate or anything. It's quite nice, a little tiny Peter Gabriel under your ear.
Oh yeah, there's Peter Gabriel there, and there's what way am I going? There's Nursery Crime just over there.
The best Genesis album.
On the topic of Nursery Crime, at Super Chat I did spell it right. Hermaphroditus, Son of God, is from Fountain of Salmacis on that album, and I also double checked the lyrics. They spelled it exactly how I did. Hermaphroditus, Son of God, so afraid of their love.
I'm just trying to think of the bit in the song. It's quite a fast bit, isn't it? Go on, sing it.
I think I've still got it open, huh?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm just singing. It's that one where it's all building up, isn't it? Dun, dun, dun. Is Suppers Ready on Nursery Crime, or is that Foxtrot?
You're thinking of Musical Box, I think. I think Musical Box on. Yeah. What
one is Play Me My Song? Here it comes.
Not
again.
sure. I don't recognise that one. Oh no! Oh fuck! What is that from?
6 saintly shrouded men moved across the lawn slowly. The 7 walked in front with a cross.
I've just got on to the Genesis phase. I don't know. I haven't sweated out all the old Genesis songs too much yet. Although I did listen to all of Genesis to Revelation.
They didn't even have a band name, you know. That's the name of the album. You know, you probably don't remember Jonathan King. He was a famous UK DJ. He put Genesis together and fucked them all.
Really? How so?
He was another. Well, no, literally, he was another Savile character.
No, he didn't actually bum them all, did he?
Yeah. He sexually abused Genesis. Yeah.
All of them.
Well, I don't know if it was all of them, but he was a well-known pedo. I know a drummer that he bummed as well. Jonathan King. I think he produced from Genesis to Revelation. He put Genesis together. But everyone who's faulty or over, you know, this bloke used to be on the radio every weekend. He was like, dare I say, a national treasure. And then it just turned out loads of kids were like, yeah, but by the way, when we were recording, he made me touch his willy.
That's a bit weird. Well, I mean, Genesis, when they start, they're in their late teens, so it might have been too old for him already.
I think Gabriel was 17 when they recorded Genesis to Revelation. It's quite a mature album. But listen, people, Barclay was telling me yesterday while we were talking about Genesis. I just want to say for the record, Genesis, Peter Gabriel, yes. Genesis, Phil Collins, play drums or shut up. But Barclay's old man used to play Genesis when Barclay was a very, very young boy rather than just a young boy. So you've got some kind of emotional connection with it, haven't you? Yeah,
particularly with A Trick of the Tail, because Ripples from Metals. I was looking at A Trick of the Tail because it's just sitting over there.
Okay, you're surrounded in vinyl.
Yeah, I'm surrounded. Yeah, it's literally everywhere. There's I sorted them all out on the floor as well because I was going to listen to them in a specific order. There's still some of my.
Did you get loads of W.H. Smith's vouchers for your birthday or something?
I just got like some local, just local vinyl store vouchers and stuff like that for my sister, which is very nice of her. Although the ones she got me were a really expensive vinyl store, so I got one David Bowie vinyl and I lost it in the next shop I went into just straight away. So that was good.
I'm going to ask you to talk a bit slower.
Yeah, I've had that one about 1 million times, to be fair.
Every time you come on here, it's just like, is it? You drink can? Is that soda? Is that soda? Is that what the Yanks call
It's
soda?
only a Pepsi Max, but I mean, I'm normally like that anyway. So I just got to wind it down, slow it down a bit,
just
decrease the
chill.
tempo.
Just chill. Right. So, what's it like being 18? Are you a man? Do you feel like a man?
Nah, I still feel like I think I'll eternally be a child anyway. But I feel more of a man now. You know, I do big boy things. I don't play my video games much anymore. I go to the gym now. I do
Good
MMA.
lad.
Go to an MMA club and all stuff
Do
like that.
you?
Indeed.
Great work. And are you rocking and rolling? You doing jiu-jitsu?
I'm doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai at the
Brilliant.
moment.
I'd love to do that. I just can't risk it with the headaches. I used to do judo as a kid, and it's just too much on my head.
I was gonna say, if you do your yoga and that, should you be quite flexible? So you'd probably be quite good at that sort of thing.
Oh, there's no worry about that, mate. I mean, look, I can do that.
Yeah, I can't.
No, I
quite
used to be
get
brilliant
that
at judo.
high.
Yeah, but my back didn't go down.
So if my back doesn't go down, that's about as hard as I can get it while sitting down. I still
Yeah,
went down a bit.
if I use my hands, though, I didn't. Look, here's my hands here. Here's my hands.
Yeah, it's my hands here.
Just get it.
And done daily stretches.
Let's not turn this into a stretching pissing contest. Do you think you'll feel more of a man once you've completed puberty?
Probably, yeah. So I've still got like 4 more years left of that.
I didn't finish puberty till I was 16. I was proper late.
Do you mean start?
No, I meant finish, cheeky bastard.
Well, 16, I'm sure I've heard you say like this story a million times that you didn't start puberty until you were 16.
No, I was about 15.
Okay,
I was about 15 when it started, but it only takes about a year, doesn't it? You know, once you start growing hair and then your voice breaks, that's it, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Might be not too well versed on that, to be fair. Sort of, I don't know, flunked off biology.
Yeah, but you have got your own body.
I don't know. Well, maybe. I don't know. Is this going to be the interrogation of Barclays? We had to go into detail how every. I mean, you can see how hairy my legs were about 20 seconds ago. It's the only part of
I didn't see how hairy your legs were. I was a little bit more disgusted that you're wearing socks indoors, to be honest with you. But that's because
I was going to go out before you said I could go on the stream. I was about to go to the gym, but I was like, I'm still looking for a few more hours. See what day.
What are you doing at the gym? What are you doing at the gym today? What's happening today?
I'm just going to go on the boxing bags for a few hours, do stretches and stuff like that, and just practice my moves. Probably going to do the like typical bro split, just going on a bench press for about 5 minutes as well. Bicep curls is essential every single time. Maybe a bit of overhead press. You see how I'm feeling.
Do you go on the Smith rack or do you free weight it?
No, I'm not gay, Chris. No, I free rate it.
They're a little free rate. So you give yourself marks out of 10 at the end.
Yeah.
The Smith rack feels weird, doesn't it? It feels like you're sort of not lifted. but when you're
you put all of your energy into like just that one movement, it's just not the same thing.
Here's the thing though, because I've got a crappy little setup, it's all very well, but once I'm lifting to my limit, then it's sort of like now if I had a Smith rack, I could just flick it back, but I've got to bend back and get them on the clip. But if my one arm's down here, I've had that bar on my chest. And what are you meant to do then? Because I can't lift it. That's why I'm in that position.
I knew somebody got trapped out of Pure Gym once because the Smith machine had fallen on him and he physically couldn't get it off him because of how weak he was at the time, or because of how much he'd overused his arms. He was at 2 a.m. as well. So I think he just had to wait till someone else came in to help him. Yeah,
no, that's what happened to me. No, I didn't have to wait for someone else, but I had to wait until my arms were strong enough to lift it up and put it back. I did roll it down, but it got caught up in my pubic beard, and it was agony.
I've had that once, I think, where the bar was like full on me. It was in the gym in front of people I knew from school who happened to be there at the time as well. And I didn't rest between sets. I can't remember if I put it up 10 kilos or down 10 kilos straight away and just started going again. I just failed it straight away. Or like after a few reps, I felt quite embarrassed. But I went back in like 20 minutes later and did the same thing. So I felt like I redeemed myself,
Thank you, Charlie, for the compliment.
Oh, yeah, man. That's a quick thing as well. I was 15 when I first came to this channel, and I'm now 18. to make everyone feel old.
Shit. That's been 3 years, has it?
Pushing it by call it 3 years. It's been like maybe like 2 years and 4 months, but I mean getting to that range because it was
in that
February,
time,
I think, January.
You've contacted me on Telegram after coming on and saying, "Can you take that down, please?" 3 times.
Probably, yeah.
Yes.
I'm a paranoid person.
Yeah, you're not the only one who's done it though. Boris has done it. That was funny though. It was hilarious. So what's the future? What's the Yep, he's my boy. Yep. What's the future? What's it looking like for you? How are you? Are you happy? You optimistic?
To be honest, like probably in like the past 10 years of my life, I'm the happiest I've ever been. And I'm not just like talking shit either. I'm not shanting, but genuinely, that's a Harry phrase, shanting. But no, genuinely,
I am. Said it to me yesterday. He called me a shanter.
Yeah, it's just shit banter. It's like troll banter. That's what it is. He's put me onto a few of his phrases, but not less enough.
Yeah,
anyway,
he sent me some really rubbish music, and I just said, "Yeah, no."
Was it like Porcupine Tree or something like that?
Yeah, exactly that. And
yeah,
I just said it's not for me, and he just called me a shanter.
Anyway,
I'm not down with the kids. I didn't know what he was talking about, so I just ignored. I did look it up on the Urban Dictionary, though.
Yeah, I am. I'm the strongest I've ever been. I'd like to think I'm the smartest I've ever been. I keep having these. I keep losing stuff, and someone messaged me saying that I have early onset Alzheimer's, which made me really paranoid. So thank you for whoever sent me that.
That would be early. Let's face it, that would be early.
Well, no, I've had one ancestor with Alzheimer's and had one with a brain tumor. He's very direct to me, so a little bit scary every time anything slightly happens to my head. And I always think I'm sitting there thinking, "Oh, I need to get an MRI scan right now. I think I have a brain tumor. I don't know what's going on." But I think I'll be fine. But yeah,
don't get into all that. Listen, trust magical thinking. There's the psychosoma relationship is very real. Trust me. Just don't worry about illnesses and you don't get them. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's worked for me. I've done so much damage to my body. I'm fine. You'll be all right. Just don't worry about it.
Do you think maybe that's in broad terms, that's how the COVID setup has worked? Only because the people who are worried about it got ill worse.
I think so. I think there's an element of that there. Yeah, I do. I really do.
I was going to say, I never got vaccinated, never cared about COVID, always said it wasn't a threat to people. And in all the years of it being around, I had it once right towards the tail end, like February this year, maybe a little bit later than that. And I had like a headache one night. To be fair, the first night I literally couldn't sleep all night and I had the shakes. But next morning I was completely fine. I had like a little headache and I tested positive for 10 days. And by day 3, the headache was so faint it was gone. Day 4, I literally had nothing wrong with me. But, my family forced me to basically sit in the loft. That was my room at the time. I sat in the loft. Luckily, the toilet's connected. So.
Metamorphosis. Did you turn into a cockroach up there?
Oh, yeah, I did that as well, yeah. Metamorphosis. I think I knew someone who would explain to me all the details of that.
Hang on, are you actually going to say you know someone who's read it? You think that counts?
Yes.
Okay, no, good call. Hang on, you keep going off track.
It's a bad habit for 2 people to have while streaming together, is that we're both like going on our little side quests and stories.
No, it doesn't happen with anyone else. It's just you.
Oh yeah, totally just me. So I remember you saying
it is just you.
No, it is you, because I remember earlier you were like, "Oh, about to put a StreamYard link in the chat," and you went on a side quest going elsewhere.
Everyone else knows how it works, which is weird because are you YouTubing at the moment? Have you got a channel or anything?
I still do, but I haven't really touched it after like the documentary out. I was sort of trying to lay low, so I imagine there are probably people from my school who were looking it up, and I don't know how I'd feel if they'd seen videos of me, trolling leftist protesters or pretending that Vinnie Sullivan and Harry were having a fight in their front garden, stuff like that. All that sort of thing. I didn't really want that on my. I didn't want to have to explain that, basically.
Now, Barclay, I saw a thing that was a woman talking about having a narcissistic son. And someone told me...
Let's not talk about it. I'm not interested in talking about it because it's
okay,
something you said will only stir up drama. I want nothing to do with it, all right?
All right, okay. So are you getting any?
Do I have a girlfriend? Is that what you're asking?
No, that's the last thing I might. Don't get a girlfriend at your age. Don't.
I don't.
I mean it. I do not have romances. Have like 3, 4, 5 week romances, but don't tie yourself down at 18. You'll regret that for the rest of your life. Men don't need to have real girlfriends until they're about 35.
I've heard Sam Hyde say the same thing. I'll trust you on that.
Yeah, I'm serious actually, and I'm not saying be a slag or anything, but you know, you can't be. You don't want to be tied down to someone. You know,
I just let things come naturally to me. I don't like go out my way like some savage predator doing like day game on waitresses at Nando's or anything like that. But
means, but I'll just not me.
You know, like pickup artist stuff. Were you a pickup artist at one point?
Oh no, they came to me. I'm a bitch magnet. It was easy. Always been easy.
But no, yeah, I don't use Tinder or anything like that. Despite me only be able to use it for 3 days. I just don't really care. Like
probably not old enough.
Yeah, no, I am just on the tail. I'm 18 now, Chris.
No, but when you send them the photo, they're going to say, nah.
Yeah, he's faking
it. What are you drinking? What are you gulping? Pepsi Max. What's Pepsi?
Cherry.
What is that? What is that?
It's a sugar-free Pepsi with a bit of caffeine in it. Max drinks are actually quite healthy, to be fair.
Interesting marketing. So they take something out of it, but they call it Max.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the gimmick's supposed to be maximum taste and no sugar. As you can see on the can there.
But it's got caffeine in it, has it? Why has it got a cherry on it? Is it cherry flavored?
Yeah.
Are you 5? You're not even 9. Fizzy cherry drink. Are you like a kid's? But you've got jelly and ice cream coming after.
Now I've got chocolate milkshake though, but it's because it's really high protein. Well, I think that's been read off for the time.
That's no tuna, steaks, things like that. Not chocolate.
Sorry. Well, let's quickly reverse to my breakfast where I had avocados, raw garlic, just raw extra mature cheddar cheese, 2 sausages, some rashers of bacon, and 6 raw eggs. There we go. Now that's where I get the hair that is sparsely located on my chest. That's where it comes
That's where you're getting those spots from. What's your weekend? What have you got lined up? Go on, swig it, you bastard. Just keep consuming. What have you got lined up for the weekend, you little prick?
This is where the handlers come.
There's big stuff.
I generally do. I've got a booked up weekend. I'll be collaborating with good old Harry Truquet and Wesley Russell on something tomorrow.
Come on. Pace it.
Because
I want to hear what you're talking about. Otherwise, it's just
that's a stream in 0.75 or something like that.
I'll certainly be doing that.
So tomorrow, Saturday, I shall be doing a collaboration with Wesley Russell, Harry Truquet.
Now, what's Wesley's channel name? Because it's not that, is it? Renew Britannia. There you go. Yeah.
And I can't say what it will be, but it's going to be something very special. If anyone watched you're
doing like a little Zoomer thing with Wes and Harry, because Harry keeps saying, I'm not doing YouTube anymore. And then a couple of months later, he puts a video out and then no one watches it. I'm not doing YouTube anymore.
Yeah, I think Harry's got like the mind of like a bipolar woman. Like he just never decides. He's always going bing bong, bing bong.
Rips B-lows for breakfast.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. No,
he's not anymore. He's always stoned. He's always stoned.
He only doesn't really stretching, okay?
See, the thing is, no one knew whether I was joking or not until you said he doesn't anymore. You've absolutely done him up there.
That's right. I'm sure people could have guessed. When you and Harry go round to Wes's place, do you have to pretend you're not stoned? Because Wes is a bit more serious, isn't he? No, Wes is such a bullshitter. I'm sorry, you can clip this right. He is nothing like what he is on stream in person at all. He's seriously, you'd think it. He's like an older version of me when he's off stream.
For saying this,
I've said it so many times publicly. It doesn't matter. But Wesley, he's serious. People, I remember people used to take the piss out of him in our private chat. Like people just say to him, like, "Oh, Wesley streams are boring." and stuff like that. But you get Wesley off stream, or Wesley when he's drunk, he's an absolute nutter. And no one's ever going to find this.
Oh,
but...
hang on. When you say Wesley when he's drunk, do you, Harry, and Wes get drunk?
No, I don't drink anything. It's not really my thing. But like when I've been on calls with Wesley when he's had a little bit to drink or anything like that, or when I was in the Wesley Russell drunk stream that only 5 people ever saw, and there's no trace of it left other than what he has saved. So we're going to watch that soon. But he's absolutely just.
Oh, weirdly, I can imagine that actually. That's nice that you three are still hanging out, though. All nice blokes. I've got a lot of time for all of you, actually. So you're meeting up with Harry and Wes, and you're doing a stream, or are you doing it from home, but you're doing it together?
I'm gonna be light on the details, but we're gonna be doing it together. It's gonna be in person. Should be recorded. I got a nice new phone just in time for it. Okay, so it's gonna be 4K, 60 FPS. Probably gonna melt my phone battery the day after I got it from
Alibaba.
Alibaba. From, what's that really big? It doesn't matter. Just second-hand store, basically. But it should be good then.
Cash converters.
Cash converters. That's the one. Yeah. I got a keyboard from it too. I could actually.
About. Wait, what was it? Hi.
I got a keyboard from Cash Converters too. I just carried it home with me from the city centre while biking.
What? Hello.
No, can you not hear me?
Yeah. Cash Converters 2, you said.
I got this from Cash Converters 2.
Oh, Cash Converters 2, as well.
As well, indeed. And people kept taking pictures of me because I was carrying it home just in one arm, tucked under while biking on like main roads and stuff like that. I live quite a wild life, you see. You should have stomped, right, and sort of waved it. And then when people said what you're doing, you could have said, I'm a keyboard warrior. That's true, actually. I did think, hypothetically, if I did get into a fight, I was wondering if it'd be best to use the keyboard or just go for like the try to get him into some BJJ girls, try and give him an armbar, see what happens. Rear naked keyboard? A rear naked keyboard, yes. That's when you just get behind them, you get them from back guard, and you just push the keyboard straight into their throat. Yeah, and, you didn't need any more. So what are you moving out of what my friend once used to refer to as the old tits house at some point? The old tits house. Well, the current place I'm living in, I've got plans to move out within the next few years. But that's amazing. Sometime this decade. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's something you necessarily have to do. If it's working out all right there, why move out? If you haven't got a family, you don't sniff your fingers, for fuck's sake. No, I was covering my mouth. I was burping. I was burping. What? No, well, why'd you make me out for it, Ben? It's because I'm drinking this. You get a little bit of that Diet Coke. You finished that now. You don't know what to do with your hands, do you? Now you're just. I finished it. So we've got a little bit left. So I still haven't worked out what you're. So you're going to do a stream with Harry and Wes. What have you got lined up for? It's not a stream. It's going to be recorded. You're making a video, and you're being a little bit on you're being a bit, you're keeping it on the QT, aren't you? Why is that? Is it because it's marvelous? It's going to be marvelous, yeah. If you happen to be a fan of my old content I used to make, no one is. Like no, that was the best content anyone, even adjacent to PA, has ever produced. The videos of me harassing Antifa members. That's what we're talking about, okay? That sort of thing. Not like my old crappy streams when I was 15. Fucking hell. Why did no one tell me to stop doing that? Jeez. Whose channel is it going to be on? Is there any way you can shield this thing? It's on your channel, so we've got that to look forward to. What are you doing Sunday? Are you out on your bike at all, or was that a 5-minute wonder? No, I still go on my bike. I ride it everywhere. Everywhere. That's an exaggeration. Yes. I bet I can name 5 places you haven't ridden it. Okay, well, maybe Edinburgh, Madrid, right, Honolulu, Phnom Penh, and Patong. Yeah, you got me now. I just ride it all around Norwich instead, then. Hot burn. and some parts of Norfolk as well.
So you use your bike as your main means of transport?
Yeah, I was just saying a
But
second
you
ago.
don't off-road it. You're not like mountain biking.
Depending on which direction I'm going. Sometimes I might just go out my way to go on a biking trail or something like that.
Anything sensual ever happen on a biking trail?
Anything sensual ever happen on a biking trail? Me and a friend, it was the second time I'd ever met him. We had biked 20 miles into the middle of nowhere on one trail, then biked all the way back at like, I think we got back at like midnight, and like I think my leg got like trapped like some like mud or something. That's horrible stuff.
And where's the sensual element in that story?
No, it wasn't one. Although he put his arm around me, and I thought it was a bit gay, but I didn't tell him. I was like,
Did he really? And did you think, ooh?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get off. I thought, maybe well, I thought he might just be being a bit autistic. You know, he was a scary guy. I wouldn't want to call him gay. Like, he probably, I don't want to say it, but he does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so who knows?
He might have bummed you or something if you'd have told him.
He could have had me in full mount if I wasn't careful.
You know what? I'll tell you what, I'm sick of that, though, and I imagine you probably are. I'm sick of people who say that when men, you know, play sports, that it's a bit gay. It's like, no, why? I think it's insulting to gays as well, because gays on the whole don't like team sports. They don't like sports, really. And when they have sex, they have sex. They don't fight each other on the floor in gis and things. It's ridiculous.
Come on, you can see where they're coming from with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you look at I know I don't think it's gay, but
I think there's a chasm between physical contact and buggery.
Yeah, to be fair, I think if you were gay at a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gym, or you were like a known homosexual, I don't think you'd be particularly approved of too much, considering that a lot of it is like, you know, it's essentially like you are in some positions which, if you were a gay man, you wouldn't be comfortable having a gay man with you in, basically.
Yeah, but do men fight with women in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
No. But well, I mean, maybe in some classes.
I've seen men and women fight. Or when I used to do judo, we used to have to do groundwork with women, and I was literally stacking like a beagle, just dry humping her, and she was trying to get me off, but her getting me off was like, she was sort of thrusting at me, and I was like, you know, I was like 12, just going, yeah, just keep trying. I'm going to do something weird. Barkley, you've been on this stream now for about 20 minutes too long.
Have I? Damn. Sash?
See you later.
I was providing you quality content. Right.
Go on. Piss off.
You actually bidding me off?
Yeah.
All right, see you.
Always a pleasure. I don't think that was necessary at the end there. Always a pleasure, Barkley. Let's get that chat. Anglo dropped a $5 in. Look, Barkley, you're a good lad. 14, looking 14, he said. He's a great lad. And I only dig him out because we're mates and we talk off of here, by the way. You do realise that, people. That's not the first time. I was speaking to Barkley earlier today. So that's just fun. Nice one, Anglo. You know, he's a really good lad. I saw Rackpool streaming last night to like 32 people. I thought that didn't last long, did it? I think people. I mean, he'd been streaming for like an hour. It wasn't like it just started. Thank you, Anglo, though. Machano Caprasha Canoe too. Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat. Where are we? It's 11:15, so I've got about 15 minutes left. So one more guest, and then I'm out of here. There you go. A bit of support for the boy. Hello, European housewife. Barkley, it was a real pleasure to have you on, mate. Thank you. And it was great content. People like you. It's lovely to see you. And good luck with everything, my friend. Let us know on air when we can see this thing that you and Harry and Wes are getting up with. Hello, Marzipan. You've gone for a standing room only.
I have, mate. Oh,
why are you getting to the pharmacy at midday? You're losing your chops.
4 o'clock, mate.
I'd
If
expect
it's 4 o'clock, I went.
Why aren't you waiting outside before it's even open?
I'm not desperado.
Way!
I'm not on methadone, I'm on boots, so
Yeah, not quite the same, is it?
as long as I take them during the day, then I'm fine.
Do you not get any sort of psychological? Even when I was on buprenorphine, I'd be there crack of dawn. I just wanted it. I just wanted to know I had it because I didn't want there to be something weird like the pharmacy closed or something weird. You know.
I get you.
But you haven't got any of that. You're quite casual about it. You're not a desperado.
Mm.
Have you ever been?
Been having a lot of talks with the doctor. Getting off it's not the problem. It's staying off it that's a fucking problem.
You know what?
You and I know we've been through this discussion before. If you're in physical or you're in mental pain, it fucking works. So I'll let it build up to a point where I can't take it anymore. I know the solution. But that solution isn't one time to get asleep. It fucking drags on.
It's weird, isn't it? Because even when you're on a very low dose of any opiate, you still think, oh, this is what it'll be like when I'm off it. But it ain't. It isn't, is it? It's like, oh, this is why I've been on that shit most of my life, because for people like you and me, it's unpleasant.
Yeah. Wanting to tear people's faces off when you're speaking to them is not nice at all.
No.
Or working yourself up so much about a social situation that, you know, your confidence takes a real battering.
Ian, where did all that come from? Is it just who you are, or can you pinpoint sort of childhood problems?
Underachieving, mate. Underachieving.
Yeah, but
I never opened a textbook in school.
You didn't. You were a specialist in your field. You travelled the world working, getting paid good money.
Yeah.
You didn't underachieve. But why do you think you underachieved? Because I'm much like that as well. You know, I think, oh, you've done nothing, but I've done loads, but I think I haven't. I get bored.
I get to the top of something and then I'm like, well, I'm fucking here now. What am I going to do?
And it doesn't mean it. That doesn't change the way you feel. You achieve it. You think, if I can do that, I'll feel great. And you get there and you're still the same person.
Exactly.
Yeah, same as that. Weird, isn't it?
Mm.
Because you are the same person. That's
yeah.
You know, the amount of goals I've set that I've achieved. You know, I'm going to get a degree. I'm going to get a master's degree. I got a master's degree at 23, which is very young. I didn't even care. I didn't even get a certificate. I didn't want the fucking. My mum had to get it. My mum rung up the uni. Well, I think she thought I didn't go or something. But she rung him up and said, "Oh, can we have his certificate?" He did. I didn't even go to the graduation. I was just like, it was easy. It didn't feel like an achievement. It felt easy. I wasn't challenged. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. My childhood sweetheart, she had a PhD by the time she was 25.
Wow.
Really smart.
So she must have started. So she must have gone from a BA. She must have skipped the masters, which you can do.
Mm-hmm.
So she must have done a degree when she was like 19 or something. Started. Yeah, she must have been
17. She was 17 when she started. So she done 6 years at school, got her A levels, and then boom.
Okay, and she was your first love.
Mm.
Do you still think about her?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Fucked that up big time, Chris. You know, that was one of the ones that really hurts. Really hurts.
Me too. My first one, yeah. How long were you with her?
Since I was 14 up until about 26, things started to unravel.
Ouch. So really important years.
Gave me the impetus to go to Holland. From that, I just started achieving. I've seen fucking all of the Northern Hemisphere. Can't complain. Well, I don't have kids. That's the one thing that really fucking irks me.
I don't have regrets because they're not worth it. But
No.
I should have. It was weirdly, for all the chat about heroin and crack, it was speed that cost me my first love, and you know, and it was me that chose to take it, but it was that drug that screwed it. And I would like to now be with her with a family. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she was perfect. I got together with her at 16 and I fucked it up at 24 or 23, 24.
Similar, yeah.
And when I've withdrawn, I've just fantasized that she's going to walk back to my
she's
life.
The first person that comes into my head when
Do you have any communication with her?
No.
None at all.
No, I've passed her a couple of times on the bike with her husband and the dog, but never stopped, just straight on.
I stalked that girl, not all the time, but I caused a lot of problems for her, turning up at her house like shit-faced. I fell asleep outside her house. No one was in, with her husband and kid who lived there. I just fell asleep, and when I woke up, because I was drinking and using, when I woke up, there was lights on, so they'd obviously come home and stepped over me to get into their house, and I was just in a puddle of piss and a few cans of superintendents on their sides, and you know, she must have got there, and the husband said, "Who's that?" And she probably went, "No, just my ex-boyfriend, ignore him." But she's just let me back into her life in the last year. We don't talk like this, but we do Facebook Messenger, and it's I'm glad she has, you know, and I don't ask anything of her, you know. I don't. It's just nice to talk to her.
I just hope that girl's happy. I'm not going to mention her name or anything like that. I just hope that she's fucking happy, you know. And I hope that I didn't do too much damage to her.
How many relationships, significant romantic relationships have you had? Like not one night stands and that, but like what you'd call girlfriends.
Proper, like long-term, 3, 4.
And are you in communicado with any of those? No, and they all ended badly, did they? And
no, tell a lie. There was a Southern Irish girl when I was in Holland that it was amicable, you know. I was away working in Sicily at the time, and she was still up in Holland, and a young girl, you know, you're not going to ask her to hold a contraceptive between her knees when you were away, sort of thing. And I was with a Dutch lass for a while as well, and that ended amicably as well. It was just one of those things.
People keep telling me to have children. Is there no part of you that thinks you couldn't have children now?
I'm the same as you. I'm too old now. I don't want to, you know. Yeah, that's my dad there, and this fucking old man standing there, you know.
Is that your phone? And what is that? Is that
Yeah, it was my phone. I'll put it on silent.
No, I'm just trying to think what it is. It's a BBC sitcom, isn't it? It's yeah, what is that?
Fuck knows.
No, I think it's what's the one with David Jason and Ronnie Barker? Open all hours. I think it might be from that. If anyone in the chat can confirm, I think. Hang on. If anyone in the chat knows what that is, let me know.
So you proud of me for drinking the water?
I didn't notice actually. I thought it was Gatorade or something.
No shitey juice here. Tea and water.
When we last talked, hello Jer, good to see you, mate. There you go. Look, Jer dumped his first love, went to Holland, and he's still there. Jer, those atomizers, Jer got me a couple of nice atties with the gauze, you know, and he sent them to me. They'll be with me next week, Jer. I sent you an email.
I'm still using my dripper.
Well, yeah, I know I'm done with them, and I'll tell you why. I really like the drippers, but every time they fall over on my bed, I get another little stain on my bed. My lovely white linen is just fucked.
Yeah, I get you.
No problem. When we last talked, we were talking about you were looking after your father for a long time, and that's changed dramatically, obviously, because he died.
Yeah.
And so this is your time now. Have you considered what's happening there?
We've got a couple of projects on the go, so I'm just waiting on them coming to fruition.
Are you talking work projects? You're talking about the repair, the tradesman stuff you mentioned.
Yeah. I'm going to be doing some of that and be helping my nephew out as well. I think I was telling you I was up there helping with making the reeds and stuff like that for the pipes. So I've got a couple of electrical things to do for him as well, and a laser etcher that he wants me to look at and set up and get running.
So what's it going to be, like word of mouth, or are you going to set it up like a business and maybe do some advertising, or just people on the manor know you? You were born in that house, weren't you?
All of the above, all of the above. Okay.
Marzipan. Look at you. What? Tell me something. What about ladies? You never talk about sensuality in your life now. Have you had bird action recently?
No.
No interest?
No.
What? Really? Why not? Just
I got bitten bad. I got bitten really bad.
Oh, you don't want to know. You've made a conscious decision.
Without going too far into it, I was in an abusive relationship, and it's just fucking soured me, man.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the chat can identify with that. I had a couple, but luckily, I think I was a lot younger, so I've had longer to sort of get over it.
Could you imagine if I had bitten and retaliated?
Hang on,
in an abusive relationship. If I had bitten, if I had taken the bait, all the abuse, and retaliated, could you imagine the shit I would have got in?
Yeah, you'll be in prison.
Yeah, I'd have murdered her.
Yeah. Oh,
when the police broke the door down in Germany, I had her hanging out a window 2 floors up.
Oh.
I was going to drop her.
Yeah, but men
didn't lay a finger on her. I didn't hit her.
Yeah, but men, it tends to appear more intense with men because men it tends to be physical, but women tear your fucking heart and brain to pieces. Just because it doesn't appear so. It's not so. Hanging someone out the window is obviously awful. But, I had a girl tell me she had cervical cancer. That's fucking evil. Evil. So, I don't know. But have you never not never, obviously you have, but sort of been in like a cafe or something and seen a nice bird and she's sort of giving you an eye, you're a good looking lad, and you probably thought, oh, hello. Or the shutters are down.
I'm a strange beastie.
I know.
A woman could be laying it all out in the line, absolutely, legs akimbo. Come on, Baldy, let's go. And I'd be like that. I think she likes me.
This might be wrong.
I don't know if she likes me or not.
Oh, wow. So that's difficult. That's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the other way around.
Fucking absolutely no problem at all talking to women, going up to women, approaching them, speaking to them, being myself. But when they start flipping back, I'm like,
What, you You don't recognise it as them. Oh, how interesting.
No, I don't.
So you might have to get yourself some little cards. So when you're in a chat with someone, you can put your hand in your pocket and go, "Are you coming on to me? Do you like me more than this?" Well, Ian, we've hit the 11 o'clock mark over here. Well, 5 past. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Interesting as ever. Sorry, mate.
I said you as well, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Always lovely to talk to you. I am going out. I am gonna have a. I say that once I turn this computer off, it's like, am I really gonna have a shower?
Count to 5 and go for it.
I mean, the bar's just down there.
Go for it.
I haven't been out in a long time. Yeah, I think I will. Ian, look after yourself, mate. Always a pleasure. Take care,
brother.
Ta-da.
Oi.
Hoita! Amazing, aren't they? Men. I mean, we had Barclay on, and then we had Ian on, and obviously I was there as well. And 3 very different personalities. It's a mystery, his life. It really is a mystery. Right, let me sort this out for Anglo, because he kind of kept the grift going together today. Not just him, but he's a very regular and generous supporter. Don't even know if he's still here, but I'll play it anyway because it's a good Friday night tune. People, it is the weekend. We are there. We achieved weekendness. I thoroughly enjoyed this. I hope you have too. I will be working on my novel over the weekend, but I think you might get 2 streams out of me at least one day, but certainly at least 1 stream on both days. I feel kind of proud of this place tonight. It's nice to talk to people that I've been talking to for years. Nice to see people's names in the chat who have been coming here for years, and it's really important to me. And you know what? A lot of people email me and say, you don't realise how important the scrubs have been for me over this period, or when I was in hospital, or when I was going through a breakup. And I'm not very good with praise. You know, I can play it up and praise myself all day long because it's kind of a joke. But I just realised then, talking to Barclay and Ian, that it's quite a special deal we've got here. There would appear to be no VARs because that just come through. Yeah, there you go. I wasn't even sure you were still here, Anglo, but we'll go for it. Nice one for that. That would suggest that entropy is not working, because that's what does the VARs. Cheers, Anglo. Look after yourselves, people. It is the weekend. If you're not working, make something happen. Do something. Take a risk. Don't go mad, but, go and live your life, because it's the only one you got. So you should, because it doesn't come to you. You have to go to it. Remember that. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll tell you might even see me later, because if I have too many gins, I'll think it's I'll do a stream at 3 o'clock in the morning. What could possibly go? Hello. So that could happen. Oh, hang on a minute. Nice one, RP. Why us, Sarge? Because we're here, lad. Nobody else. Good call. Good call. I try to remember the next line. Can't do it. Nice one, RP. Look after yourselves, people. Daffodil, I was just coming to that. And if you are working over the weekend, remember that better to be complaining that you've got work than complaining you haven't got work. This is Cold Hard Steel by your friend of mine, Bally G. And this is him in the place to be. That turned out all right, didn't it? Ta-ta! Let me know you've got audio, please.
been sold when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Feel the dawn of your final day. Feel the fear and go anyway.
Thank you, Mrs. Packer. It takes bottle to do that, and it was much appreciated. You look gorgeous.
But you'll realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord.
Hello, Chris. I didn't know you were here, son.
Do whatever they tell me to.
Pizzle's one of my favourite too.
Tell yourself it ain't really you. But when the slaughtering has begun,
Wish Jer some luck, people. He's going into hospital for a big operation next week.
and you'll realize
Give
you've
him
been
some
sold
support,
when you
please.
feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord. Yes, you'll realize you've been sold when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord. Cause the wheels already been rolled when you feel the enemy's cold hard steel. Oh Lord. Hey.
Smashing it. He absolutely tore it to pieces then, didn't he? Good luck with that, Jer. You said you'll be able to watch from hospital. Hopefully you can. Demand a television. Demand a computer. Crank some likes out, people, before you go. Nice one, Custard. And as my man Rags says, go on, bugger off down your own end before I give you a clip round the ear. Go on. Hoit! Ta!